Hi guys, karibuni to Krystalklia Talk. I'm your host Saranjiri, and today with me I have Susan Wangare. She's our guest today, and she's come all the way from Naivasha. Susan, safari imekuwa ndefu.
Yeah, but I thank God I'm here.
Yes. God has brought you from a long way, and I'm sure you have a great message for us.
Sure.
Susan, she'll be talking about something that she feels dear to her heart, and I also can relate to that. But I believe in topic ambayo most guys, really don't. People are not keen on it, to understand the plight of single women.
Exactly.
Because that's what we'll be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Susan, you're a single mom.
Yes. A proud one.
A proud one.
Yes.
Not many will say that. Maybe you can tell us about how you came about, if you feel comfortable to be, because I'm sure, were you married before?
Yes.
Let's start from there.
Yes, I was married before. I've been single for 10 years.
Okay.
And to start the topic, I would say being single, it doesn't start exactly where you separate with your husband. So I would say I was single in mind for some time in marriage, and this singleship comes in between where you lose trust with the person that you love the most, and inafika mahali mnakaa kama mnakaanisha tu, you are just partners in that house.
Yes.
Not lovers anymore. So I was married for 14 years.
Okay.
And God blessed me with children, but I wouldn't bear it anymore. As I would say that I'm an SGBV champion because through experience I went through hell in marriage.
Okay.
And
sorry about that.
Thank you. It wasn't easy making a decision that wasn't in mind, because when I started marriage I meant it due to other circumstances, and I felt I need to be in marriage. And I tried all my best, but it never happened until I gave up. And since then it's 10 years, and I can say I'm a proud woman. I'm a champion in this single life that many doesn't understand it. But to me, being in it in those 10 years, I would say I need to talk about it.
Yes.
And I would want you people to understand who are the single mothers. What do we go through? What do the people outside, what does the church, the community, the family members, the workmates take us through, because not many understand what is in us.
That's right.
Sure.
For Susan's case, vile tu umesema, yako au kutoka by choice, ama ignorance.
No.
For you, it was like you had to.
I had to.
For your well-being.
Exactly.
Mentally,
physically, especially
emotionally.
And that when it comes, you're affected physically.
Yes.
Already mentally and emotionally, you're finished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we were talking earlier on. Now, I mentioned, of course, all these groups of single mothers.
Yes.
Just as she's saying, hers was a life and death scenario. She had to get out, because if she stayed, probably we would not be having Susan here. But of course, tukaongelelea pia kuna wenye wanatokanga tu, and what else?
Out of ignorance.
Out of ignorance,
Married women ignore us.
Yes.
Married women hate us. Married women doesn't value us in any way. But as much as they don't do that to us, they also don't do it. Most of them doesn't do that to their husbands. They ignore their men in the house. And out of ignorance, wanajipata tu wametoka kwa ndoa. It is not easy outside here. It is not easy. And unapata out of ignorance umepoteza boma. The man was very ready to continue in the marriage. Unakuta amemari mtu mwenye alikuwa serious. In fact, sometimes yaende kwa single mother kama mimi. Na unakuta grow and they are doing well. Na unaacha ukisafa. So it's good not to be ignorant. Especially them that are in marriage, I would tell them, please work hard. Especially women, Biblia inatuambia the wise woman ndiye anajenga boma yake. So you as a woman work hard, pray for that marriage. It's not easy to be single.
No, that is good.
Yeah.
Well said. Now, let's go to the challenges that single mothers wanapitia.
Sarah, it's not easy.
Yes.
Kuna kitu moja naambianga married women. As much as we have opportunities, because me like Susan, I'm single for 10 years, I'm a mother, and by the way, I'm born again.
Yes.
I'm under one bishop, still in Kioko, Prefer Church in Merara, Naivasha, and I'm a proud child of God.
Yes.
Challenges ziko. Uokoke, usiokoke, unene na roho, usinene na roho, challenges ziko. And as much as challenges ziko, huwa na challenge married women that sisi tuko na opportunity moja positive. Wao wako na opportunities ngapi?
Mbili.
Negative. Nataka kusema nini sana?
Tu niambie.
Leo Susan naweza pata mume. A cabinet minister. It's my choice because I'm not a game chosen. So niko na choice ya kuwa wife at a first lady to even a president. Unlike the married women, wako na wawe single ama widow. So they should be very careful when they are provoking us, because tomorrow tunaweza wapata mahali wakilia because they have lost their marriage or they have lost their husband. So challenges ziko, na nataka kuongelea challenges in 4 areas that to me it's through experience. Na nitaanza na one area ya workplace. Sarah, for you to be promoted, the moment umejulikana wewe ni single mother, especially hard working as I am, I'm a proud hard working mom mwenye anajielewa. Kuna watu wengi sana watataka kuitanishwa na wewe, but with a condition. So unataka promotion, unataka a good job, unataka nikuchole or deal fulani, you have to sleep with me. Unless ukuwe sober in mind, for real Sarah utajipata. And that's where many ladies wana mess, because ukilala na yeye akose kukupea job, utaenda wapi? Utampeleka wapi?
That's right.
That's what I always ask women outside there. Ukilala na yeye kabisa, atukatai, atakupea, amekupromise promotion, na asipokupea, do you have a jail to take him?
No.
That is one of the challenges. Na wakati tunaachwa, especially wenye wanaachwa, wacha wa ignorance. Wenye wanaachwa, it wasn't my choice, it is circumstances yenye kabisa imenitoa. Kuna kaperiodi na kaitaka denial time. So you're not sure what to do. Umezoea hulalani peke yako. Now you are alone. As me, I was married when I was very young. I was married nikiwa 19 years.
Wow.
Na sijai jirentia how. So here comes Susan with children. Alipage nyumba. Ajuage watoto watasoma aje. All the responsibilities. Kuna wakati ningepiga simu jioni niulize tunakula nini, sina pesa, ninatumiwa. Now I have no one to call. So unajipata ka time ambako ujajiamini. Still you're not sure what to do next. Na in this time naambiaga wa mama, this is the time yenye wanajipataga umepata mtoto mwingine. Because ulianguka tu kwa mikono yote. Especially unaona wale wamama wanakufia na wanaume wao wakiwa kwa politics, wakiwa kwa businesses kubwa yenye iko na team kubwa. Unakutaka huyo mama confused just with that one man in there within a very short period. Hata hao walimu and all that. So in that denial moment unajipata tu umeangukia mtu na umeongeza hata mtoto ama hata umeongezea ugonjwa. So we are taken advantage out of our situation. Haujajielewa, but the moment unajielewa you can say no. And I mean a big no. And let your no be no. Hata kama unaambiliwa ukimtolea nguo atakufanya ukue cabinet minister and all those, say no for your dignity.
That's right.
The other area that is very sensitive. Sarah, leo hii ukiachwa, the first person or people that comes to your mind ni family. My dear friend. Au ndio watu ambao nowadays they are enemies. especially where men are. They are boys, you have siblings that are brothers. Kwa sababu one, na mimi wanasema single women mjitikie. And msitikie watu waite watoto wenyu mizigo. It's so bad. Your children should be your blessings, not burdens. You know what I mean? Umekuja na mzigo kwetu just because umekuja na watoto. Na kama ulifukuziwa Sara kutozaa mtoto, shida nyingine. Singekuwa shida nyingine. So please, family members, call our children blessings, not burdens. Na afadhali mkose kutukemea watoto, muwaite blessing na msiwape anything. Rather than muwanyime na still muwaite burden. It is so hurting. So unakuta brothers hawataki kukuona just because they think utabeba inheritance ya wazazi wao. Not forgetting hao wazazi ni wako as much as ni theirs. So unakuta umedesatiwa. Hata watoto wako wanatumiwa kama slaves in kwenyu. Na wanatumiwa vibaya sana. But I thank God, wakati utajiamini single mother, hakuna wakati utaitikia mtoto wako akae na mama yako. Unless with a very serious case, Sarah. And I mean that. Kana watoto wako. Assume your mom was not there. Assume your dad got a far place. What would you do?
It's true.
Take care of your children.
But you know, even others leave them, alafu anaenda kumarika mahali ingine, and you've left your children. And actually some even will not say I have children. No.
It's funny because umeenda kumarika kwingine upate nini?
So watoto wengine.
Na ukifukuzwa huko utafanya nini? Still utahadi hiyo burden kwa mama yako, because it's now becoming a burden because wewe kwanza huja appreciate watoto wako. Na ukiwa appreciate you'll go with them. Mimi naambia men, hata uingie kwa Facebook yangu najita favorite wisdom. My children, my happiness. And kama hautapenda watoto wangu, nisikuone karibu na mimi. They are my best friends. And naambia watu, the only person mwenye hawezi change name yako ni mtoto wako. Saa hii nitoke Nairobi niende Naivasha, niende bila macho moja, and it won't happen. Watoto wangu bado wataniita mama. But to my siblings, ule sister yangu hanaga macho.
Kweli.
Ule jirani yangu hana jicho moja.
I've never thought of it that way. Ni kweli.
But your children will remain hata uwe kilete, hata uwe umepagawa, mama yangu. So appreciate your children, you single moms outside there, because you are taken advantage just because nyinyi wenyewe ndio mmejiachilia. Believe in yourself and let no one demean you. The way you are, hata kama unalalaga chini, appreciate where you are. As long as ni wewe umejikaisha that level. Don't compete with anyone. Usiachie watoto wako mama waende wakae uchi na wewe unakimbia kwenda kuvaa vizuri Nairobi. Go with your children. That's what I always advise women, because watoto wakati wataona your efforts, they shall be proud with you. Hiyo ni strength. Naambia watu, watoto ni strength yako unalea to use in the future. So ukiwaachia shosho, watakuwa strength ya shosho. Watasema mama mlituachia shosho. So whom we know ni shosho. Na unajaribu kuweka like strength, ama not even strength, unataka kuwakemea ndio wasimame na wewe, but wako na fat. Mama ulituacha na shosho. So wherever you went we don't know. Kama haukupata mali hatujui, but sisi what we know ni shosho alitule. Be careful.
It's true. And I think what I can add kwa hivyo nasema, unajua mtu aki-act hivyo, ana-act out of desperation. Juu anaangalia situation, anaona hakuna venye ata-manage. You know, that this situation is really hard. Na probably sasa akiacha mtoto mahali, she might, you know, go and be able to make money na support watoto. Of course, kuna wale pia wanaenda because they want also to better their lives. So you're making decisions out of a momentarily trial, kitu ambayo sio ati ina last forever, because hizi situations zile unajipata you're in that place where you're desperate, it's not permanent. Hakuna kitu inakuanga permanent. So, everything will change. Tuna evolve. You're learning hata emotionally. Sa ile uko your place, you've just become single, you're a bit broken. Unajua mtu ako broken, you're going through situations, but hizo situations sahi kwanza that moment you shouldn't be making major decisions as pertaining especially your children. everything is a major decision. Stay fast to internalize what's really going on. How people that really unajua they're for you. Wale watakusaidia also to make clear decision with clarity. Vitu zile in future zitakuja kukuhaunt. Si ndio?
Yeah.
What do you think?
And as I said, there is that denial time, and it's around.
Yes.
It's around. For me, in my denial time, I added another child, whom I'm very proud of. In fact, his birthday is this week. He's my birthday boy this month. But come back to your senses as early as possible, because if you live in that pain, you won't help yourself.
Yes.
And as we said, kuna watu huchukua decision ya kupelekea wazazi watoto na wanaenda sana, wanaenda kabisa, never to be found again. And unakutaka when you come back, you think nataka kuangalia mtoto wangu, sana ukute mtoto wako anavuta bangi. What will you think? What will you do?
It's very sad.
It's very sad because your presence matters most. Na utaweza kunacha mtoto. Na watoto wenye wanaachiwa shosho, not most of them are making, okay, not young shoshos as us. There are those shoshos of 70, 65, 70, those ages. Huyo shosho si digital side. Lakini watoto wenye tulale, hata kama unamlelea ushago, she or he is already digital.
Yeah.
So, atapata mtu na phone, atafundishwa kikitu. Atapata mtu akivuta bangi, na atafundishwa. So, it's good usiishi kwa hiyo pain. Uache kukaa kwa hiyo. Put together the pieces. You are broken. Hatukatai. Hatukatai, you are broken. But put together the pieces. And come back to your senses and assume that man is no longer part of me. What I have is my children. Because ukiishi kwa hiyo denial na hiyo pain, uta lose at the end. And time huwezi reverse time, Sarah. Huwezi reverse time. Yeah.
And you get your self-worth
Yeah.
in who you are.
Exactly.
Unajua kuji appreciate and self-love. Lazima ujue if maybe you've suffered rejection, ama abuse, whatever kind of abuse, you get through that season of healing.
Yes.
But you have to build yourself and value yourself. Because when you're protecting the children, you're protecting your generations.
Exactly.
Like you're saying, ukienda place and then you come back and you find your children are lost, maybe they're in drug abuse or many other vices, then his shit about it will come back to you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Because now you will have again to nurture them, to help them heal, to bring them, because you don't want to see your child in that situation. So atafadhali kuvumilia, settle down, be patient through the process and work out things as you're led by God. Sindio?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And make sure whatever you are getting, no matter how little it is, appreciate it. Appreciate that little thing. Munalala chini. Yes, I started na kulala chini. Yet, in my marriage, pesa haikuwa shida sana. Haikuwa shida sana. But when I made a decision to move out, nilianza kulala chini.
Yes.
Of which today, neither of my children analalaga hata kwa kiti. All has their beds. Because nilikubali. Accept yourself.
Yeah. Acceptance.
Accept yourself. And that's why, ladies, I will tell you, it becomes so easy for a widow to move on. Na kaya hata miaka 10 bila kuolewa. Just because ali accept nimeachwa na huyu harudi. You know the mentality with the single parents, especially when you have to kufiwa, we are just single because we separated. You still think that man is somewhere. That man has somebody somewhere. Unakutaka tumeishi kufuata maisha ya mtu. Of which it's not supposed to be that way.
No.
Give him freedom. Let him be. Na ninaambia wa mama, hata mume wako akienda na mwanamke mwingine, as long as you are not guilty, the Bible tells us to be blameless. Check on your side. Have I contributed on this? No. Let him be. Na nawaambiaga, furaha ya mwanaume wacha iwe. Kama ni huyo mama ameona ni mzuri kuliko, let him be and continue with your life.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with healing. Because unasema, vile unaongelelea hiyo, the initial stage of denial.
Yeah.
And coming to that place of accepting the situation. there is that time where, of course, you don't want to let go because you're hurting, because again you're broken. You know, you feel all these emotions, but tunakuambia, having gone ahead of you, let him go.
Let him go.
Kama mtu ameamua kwenda, let him go.
Sure.
You know, and you will find peace with that, and you'll be able to move on, and you'll be able to carry on with your life and be a better mother to your children.
Sure.
Because sahi utakuwa sasa uko fulfilled, utakuwa whole, au utakuwa tu na patile bado una feel you're hurting, you're bitter. Once you've released somebody, hata ile bitterness inaenda. I believe
Kabisa, kabisa, and you are healed, and you are like, kuna party si kupitia. In fact, like me, nilifanya harusi ya church, and I'm okay with that. I always tell people that's what it was meant to be. So sitashinda hapo nimeweka those pieces kando kando. I put myself together and I move on.
That's right.
Yeah. And the other challenge we are passing through, Sarah, the community, my dear friend, mpaka jirani, hata nikuona ukiongea na mume wake, utamsnatch. Sijui tumekuwa husband snatchers. Why do we have this talent?
It's sad. That is sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Not forgetting we were once in marriage.
That's right.
Now, me I would say, not all single mothers are husband snatchers.
Tell them.
Not all. And others we are even faithful to say no to your husbands.
Right. That's right.
Yes, because they come to us. And I always tell women, don't fear ni kunyaganye mume. Fear wewe mwenyewe ukiruse your husband out of your carelessness. Be the wife of the, is it Proverbs that one? Be that wife. Ya kwamba hata ukitukuta na mume wako utamkaisha chini, umuulize what have I not done? And I always advise married women, I wish mungekuwa mnafanya renewal every year with your husband. Unamwambia I thank God. My husband, I thank God. Mwaka mmoja imepita tukiwa pamoja. It has not been easy. But ni wapi naweza taka ni punguze, na ni wapi naweza taka niongeze.
Good.
I wish. But married people, imefika mahali mtu ako maisha yake. Mnakutana jioni mkikula. Na si watu wanakula pamoja. Wewe ukichelewa shauri yako. Mimi chakula imeiva naekelea kwa meza na dish. Wewe ukikuja kama ulikuwa umechelewa, it's none of my business. And you find that we are passing through hell as single parents, innocently. Mimi nilifika mahali leo nikwambia, naambia watu mimi I'm funny. And my neighbors know that. Nawaambiaga, because I'm mama boys, I met a boy child, and I always fight like ya wanaume sana. Na ningependa every man to be comfortable kwa marriage yake, so I always talk to women, especially to the married ones. Even singles, I have a group, there's a singles group. I needed to talk to those women that are single, na kuambia wachana na mume wao wenyewe. Wachana na young boys, wachana na those old men, very old. At least jitengenezee jina, jiheshimu wewe mwenyewe, choose what is right. Kama ni young, asiende more than 5 years down. Kama ni old, asiende at 15, 20 years huko juu.
Old enough to be your father.
Exactly. So I always tell women, be that wife in that house that every man will admire. And nobody will fight for your husband kwa sababu already umempigania. You have made sure huyo mume amekula, na amekula chakula zote, si moja. Amekunywa, amevaa, ako smart like any other man. Because wacha niwaambie Sarah, when we are working as single parents, unajua wakati umetoka kwa ile pains and denial, unajua you shake the dust and you decide to move on now. So responsibilities zote ni zako. Count of the 5 basic needs. Sarah niwezi niangalia tu. What do you expect? Utanipata nimelala saa 2 kwa kitanda? So what will your husband see Susan? A hard working woman. So you woman, you wife, don't compete with me, staying away, helping me stay away from your husband, but compete being that good wife that every man can admire, and especially your husband. So tunachapa kwa community sababu wanaona kama, you know, men like hardworking women and like those responsible women that hawashindagi kila wakati. Nataka pesa ya breakfast. Nataka sasa sisi tunaitishana nani? Na utakuta as much as your girl ama your child anakula, you marry people. Naambia watu I'm single, sasa niko na secondary wawili. Unakuta kuna watu Sara wako married, but watoto wao wako home. Hawako shule. But me Susan, without a stable job that I will be proud of, watoto wangu wawili wa secondary wako shule. So, wives, wachana na single mothers in the community. Else befriend them. Let them be your friends. Understand them. Talk to them. Watafutieni majukumu. Kama ni job inapatikana mahali, ndio wasikuje kukula unga yako. Unajua, most of single parents wanakula mfuko moja na ni basi zao. Because husband later, I was talking to one and he was like, ninachomoka naingia kwa jirani. A man.
Dear me.
Yes. Amekudanganya ameenda duka. Ama amekwambia anachukua kasimu fulani anakwambia fulani amehitaji somebody unajua ni best yake. So wewe utatoka kuchungulia mume ameenda wapi. Already they had SMS. Na ameambia Susan open the door. So mlango ikiwa wazi ni yeah. Kuna mwingine alikuja kutembelea rafiki, umekuja kwa Susan Sara to shorten the night. Unajua vile tunasema we shorten the night just because mume ametoka. Kumbe mume yako kwangu.
Oh dear.
So tumekaa hapa, your husband ako behind the curtain.
Oh damn.
That's what we are taking married wives through. Just because walikataa kutusikiza na wakawana to fight. And the last group I will talk of that I love most ni church. Sarah, that's where we are suffering so much. Because nobody understands us. Now, always, what I always tell the spiritual leaders, we as single mothers, sisi ndio the head of ourselves.
Yes.
So, tusionekane very active in church, tukae kana kwamba we are advertising or attracting anybody.
That's right.
It depends. Like Susan, I like worshiping. I like interceding. So the moment you find me so much in church, it's not like I'm attracting anyone. I'm not advertising anything. I just want to be before God. I just want to do what is right before my maker. So sometimes unafightiwa so much. Mpaka you are like, God, is this how you are?
Yes.
Married women hawataki kutuona na their husbands hata mkisalimiana. Hata upatikane na young boy wa youth. Na in fact those responsibilities, unaona single mothers in churches, they are the best, would I say, mentors wa youths. Because wewe umementa wako ako better kuliko ule wa single parent. Wa married parents, wa married people. Because ulichukua responsibility. So ulielewa mtoto akichange. Si pale Sera unategemea your husband akuchunguzie mtoi on the other side. So it's me Susan and my children. So when my children are not happy, I'm like, you Purity, wewe ni nini mbaya? When they are overwhelmed, umepitia wapi leo? Ni nini umekula? But in church tunaonekana kana kwamba tuko na personal interest. Even seeing your pastor. Okay. Not my bishop. He's the best. Pastor Ann is the best. Even have an office day. But most of the single parents, they rarely see the I remember Sarah, let me make a story. I went to see one pastor. It's funny, he's a reverend. But it was after church. In fact, I'm not the one who went. After nilienda pale nikiwa mgeni, huyu pastor akaniambia ningetaka niongee na wewe. And it's in my home area. Na Sara wakati niliingia kumuona after church, watu wengine wako nje. Bibi yake akawa amebaki kwa gari. Amengojea the pastor. So it was funny, ilifika mahali like 10 minutes after the wife came kwa mlango. And she was like, "Unamaliza saa ngapi ama nishinde hapa nikungojea?"
Oh dear.
I felt.
Hold that thought. We're going to be back in a short moment. Welcome back. So where were we, Susan?
we are still in church.
Yes.
Where we clean it. I feel single parents, especially women in church.
Yes.
Tusifichwe tena. Because imefika mahali tukiambiwa who is single? Sara, huwezi tokeleza.
Yeah, you're embarrassed.
Huwezi. Unataka kuficha hiyo white. Wacha tuseme ni kuficha hiyo white. Sababu you don't want the married women to note you. So because the moment watakunote, and I always tell people, how did it come? Nikikuja kwa church niokoke. Nimekaa kama public figure. You want to mentor me, to follow me everywhere. Unataka kujua Susan anakula wapi, anafanyaga nini, anaendaga na nani, alisimama na nani, those characters ziko kwa church sana. And they really disappoint us. And I always tell spiritual leaders in church, I wish you make us single mothers. Tuko na fragile heart. We have gone through a lot. I wish you make us a special group. Kama vile Sunday school, Sara, inawekwa Sunday pamoja, na youth and all that. Women, single women, we need that. Ask me why.
Why?
Sara, nani anajua kwenye niko? Is my church member. Perhaps hakuna. So, unakutaka Sunday tumeenda church, wengine tuko kwa madhabahu, wengine tuko kwa huduma, but umelala na mwanaume wa wenyewe. Just why? Because wakati nilitoka church on Sunday, niliambiwa, and my bishop can attest to this, huwa anamwambia ukweli. Tunaambiwa endeni mngojee Mungu. Lakini wewe umeniambia nikangojee Mungu, unangojea mume wako jioni na bado unangojea Mungu Sara. How lucky are you? That tutangojea your husband na ungojee my God.
So unataka
wewe ngojea mume wako, acha mimi. Either you show me the way before I wait, where to wait my God, or wacha kungojea my God, ngojea your husband peke yako. At least to balance. What do I want to mean as a joke? As a joke, show us the way, sit us down, because utaniambia enda ungojee Mungu. Then in the evening your husband comes with an unga and sugar na maziwa na mkate. Susan, nimekuja kukutembelea. Huyo si Mungu?
Ni Mungu.
Remember sikuwa na unga. I was desperate. I didn't have kitu ya kuendelea kwa meza, and their children are crying of hunger. Then that husband, somebody's husband has just come. Huyo si Mungu? Because I don't expect God ashuke from juu ama anitupie kama mana. He must send somebody. So we need to be mentored, because tulipitia mahali tukawa na kashida fulani that we don't understand what to do next. And where to say no and where to say yes. So when your husband Sarah comes na amekuja na unga, huyo ni Mungu wangu. Na when God says nimekuja, so you have to serve him. So anything God asks, should I give, including your body?
Oh dear.
Yes. The other thing, as single mothers, we are there outside. We also human beings. Tunataka kupendwa. There, umekanyangia Biblia. Unaniambia inasema, just because I was married, I'm not supposed to be married again. So give me direction. Give me direction. Tell me where I should go, where I should take my heart. If to God, mentor me deeply, that I should always feel the presence of God with me. Because there is that time I feel so lonely. I feel so lost. I need somebody to hug me and tell me, Susan, it's well. Sarah huwezi make peke yako. It's biblical, two are better than one. Na huwa naambia watu, not all can go this far as I've gone. Siwezi sema sijapata hiccups huko ndani. I've tried one or two relationships, but they never worked. But nikisijaribu, nilikuwa nazijaribu just because I'm a human being and I want a shoulder to lean on. I also want to be loved back. But ukienda church, unaambia wakaa hivyo, alafu wanaenda kwa ume wao. So church, sit us down kama watoto. I would say kama watoto. Teach us how we should live with children because I always tell people I don't want my children to hate my God. Because wewe umeniambia niende ningojee Mungu aniletee unga. Huyo Mungu akose kuleta unga. Nitaambiaje watoto? They will hate my God because they will see a poor God in me. So I wish we would mentor deeper na tupewe majukumu, not because we are pitied, but because we are capable. And do you know why we are active in churches? Because we are our heads. Sisi ndio kujiongoza. And when we have the love of God with us, we don't need my bishop to tell me, Susan, go for prayers.
It's true.
I don't need somebody to tell me enda ushirika. I have my timetable that on Tuesday ushirika ni 5. So 5 minutes to 5 I should be in church.
Yes.
Because sina mtu wa kuniambia usiende. And because I'm mentored well, that's why nitajikumbusha ushirika, nitajikumbusha maombi, nitajikumbusha everything to do with church.
Yes.
But ukifanya hivyo, Sarah, sorry to say this, married women wanaonaga ni kiherehere, ni kujipendekeza, so you are attracting, you are advertising, you have a personal interest, so paying. And sit us down as a church, tell us, what do you want?
Yes.
What are you doing out of what you want? Unataka kuwa nani, Susan? Personally, I'm a kiongozi in my own way. But in this uongozi wako, unaweza kama kanisa tukusaidie nini? Uko na talanta gani, Susan? Katika hii talanta yako, mimi kama your bishop, mimi kama mama kanisa, mimi kama your member of the church, the other member, unaweza taka tusaidiana aje? Don't desert us. That's why unakuta tunazaa kwa madhabahu, tunaabudu kwa madhabahu, tunafanya mapenzi na waume wa wenyewe, na bado hatujulikanani, because nobody cares about us. So what we do without no one knowing, because we are in our own world.
Yes.
Hata tunaonekana sana, aya bado huko, because nobody cares. Yeah.
But I think pia kuna hiyo place ya personal responsibility. Don't just do things because of your situation. I think hivyo ndivyo naweza fanya. Naweza sema wacha tukue na ile fear of God. You know, fine, you can get away with it. Fine, huyu mtu ananipatia unga, huyu mtu ananilipia rent, ama whatever, anakusaidia. But ukijua that anafanya hizo vitu zote because of ile interest ako nayo, na pia wewe unajua unajipeana in a way that you're fornicating, you're going against the desires of God, I think ni vizuri kukuwa na fear of God. Justify our actions. You know, watoto wangu lazima wakule. Yes, wanaweza kula, but how are you meeting that need? Don't say that whatever I do, it doesn't matter as long as watoto wamekula. Naweza, I can become a prostitute, I can become a thief, a con artist, ama whatever, ili nieke unga, nieke chakula kwa meza. It's important, I think, we have that fear of God. Because ultimately, ukiachwa hivyo uko peke yako, shikilia Jesus. Because Jesus truly is the true lover. He is our comforter. He is our strength. He is the one who will show you the way. He will walk with you. He is your glory. He is the lifter of your head. Nipo, I think, watu pia, and that's why I think you talked about mentorship. Church will mentor these women, so that you can be able to overcome the hurdles that come your way in a godly way, not in your own understanding.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is where I said we be taken like a special group, because tukihubiliwa kijumla, you'll go home and share with your husband. Susan ataenda kushare na nani?
Yes.
So kama jinsi tunafanyaga watoto wa Sunday school and youths, don't do this, because in your mind nimekwambia enda ungojee God. Sarah mbwana yenyewe akakuja na unga yenye haukuwa. Kabla reason you have already messed up. But if you are mentored well na ukaambiwa huyo akikuja, no, this is not God. But haukuambiwa, utawezaje kuiondokea? So single parents ni watu wenye wanapitia kashida ambayo hawezi sema they are totally mature in their mind to make the decision ya where to say no or yes, but sio wote, but most of them that are desperate, especially them that has no good jobs. Wengine wako na watoto ambao wanalea wako shule, so they can't make it hata kulipa hiyo school fees. I have them in my community. Unakuta wewe ni single mother, wewe ndio unashughulikia watoto wako, but ule first girl wako ukienda kushughulika ameshadanganywa na another man. You are still in charge. You are praying, sikatai, but umeenda kuhustle. But haujaipata mtu wa kukuambia ikifika hapa let it be this. So hauna time ya mtoto wako because you are so much tired. Hauna that friend to talk to. Hauna that ka group mnakutana Sunday mnatiana moyo. So kile kisuzani kia January is still kamemesiwa up kabisa mpaka kimekuwa messed up Susan ikifika December, so worn out So unakuta msichana wako ameenda ameleta mtoto, unakuwa more desperate kwa sababu wakati my girl amepata mtoto nikiwa church unapigagwa, anafanya kama mama yake. So unakuta mpaka umedesatiwa kwa church just because umeachilia mtoto wako. Second, huyo mtoto from there amejua wanaume, so hauna ile light mind ya kumumenta. Sasa utabidi ungangane na hali yako, in the hali bado ukitafuta chakula utafutia mpaka grandchild unaletewa mtoto mwingine. I have somebody sahi ana hustle. Ako na msichana, ako na watoto wangapi? Watoto wangapi? Na huyo mtoto msichana bado hajafikisha 25 years.
Oh my goodness.
So it's good to be welcome a group that it's not yet cannot be trusted fully. Venye tu tunaangaliaga youth, wacha tukalishwe chini na wamama tuitikie we are single in churches. Let us open up. We should not sin kwa siri, ama we should not just walk with anybody just because tusisemekane tuko single. Hiyo si ugonjwa. In fact, to me, I'm proud to be single because it has taught me to love God. I can wake up any time of the hour and pray. I can do anything at my time. Like, Sarah, where am I today? I'm far from my county. Just because I'm single, I didn't sit anyone's down. Kumwambia I'm needed this and this. So it's me nijipange, nijue what to do. And ask myself, juu ninaenda huko, am I pleasing my maker? Because that's the only friend. And I always tell people, make God your best friend. Never forget to recognize Jesus Christ and Holy Spirit, because kwanza huyo ni msaidizi and he makes us go through life, especially being single parents. Unakuta kuna mambo tu unaenda through, unashindwa na hapa nilipita aje, jana nilipita aje Sarah, because nikirudisha hiyo jana it was so hard on me, but I made it.
That's right.
So make God your best friend. Don't rely. You know why we are hurt in churches? Because to rely on people, to rely on our spiritual leaders. We need those shoulders. Zitoke kwao. Don't forget they have wives, they have husbands, they have their homes. So rely on God. Let that altar speak on your behalf.
That's right.
Be a prayerful woman, that even in that difficult time, atakuja kukurescue, and more so be responsible, not only in your house. Wacha wakwambie wewe ni kiherehere, but when you believe in yourself, Sarah, unafungaka hiyo masikio. Yeah, and you do what is right. You do what is right. You don't need bishop ama your pastor kwambie fika mapema kanisa. Wewe jiambie, and na ukichelewa apologize before God. Say, God, I'm sorry, I was supposed to reach on time. But tukijiweka that desperation yenye tunapitisha because church inatupitisha. Ninajiweka kwa hiyo miguu because I'm single. Inatupitisha. I have that group that I always listen to them. Na unafika mahali unasikia mtu anakuambia sitaenda kanisa ever again. Kabisa anakuambia ame give up on church. Namwambia it's not the best decision. Go to that gathering. Hear the word of God. Have no other interest but about God. Not after you are healed, and God will use you. At a silent, nobody can see you. God will use you in a mighty way. You don't need your pastor, your bishop, your reverend to recognize you. Just go before God with a pure heart, and always be telling God, you know you are the husband that I have now.
Yes.
But if you open a new door, you are better than one.
Well, and also what, I agree with you about that. What I wanted also to mention is don't feel like you are incapable of mothering your children or parenting them in a holistic way. Because I think sometimes mtu anaweza feel like if there is no man in the picture, maybe my boy will not become a man or my daughter will not become the ideal woman. I want to tell you that God has graced you. Na kama uko hapo, He tells us that He's going to teach our children and great will be their peace. God atawapea wisdom, but be also the authority to them. Wacha wakuone kama, yani wajue, yes, mom is strong and mom shows us the way and we can look to her for direction and we can listen to her and we can also obey. Wacha wasikue tu wanakupuza, because the way you carry yourself, if you don't heal, utajibeba tu hivi like bure, you know, like mtu tu wa kuchukuliwa ovyo. But ukijibeba kama mtu wa maana, because again umesema children are observing, wanakuona vile unajibeba. Ukijibeba tu hivyo hauna maana, hata wao watakuchukulia hivyo. But ukijibeba wewe ni mama yao na ni wewe uko hapo na utawaonyesha njia, I tell you, children will listen. And yes, sometimes it's not just for the single mothers, but also for children will always test the boundaries. Wataona, how far can we go with you right now? How far, you know, much further. They will always want to push you and make sure that they are getting away with things that you don't, you know, really want them to. And that's why it's important that even if you're single, let them know this is the standard in this house. This is the way we do things. And other than that, I will not accept. I'm not going to accept your rebellion. I will not accept vitu kama hizi. Ukwe wazimu, sometimes just become crazy, act crazy, wacha washtuke.
Let's see it. Before you reach to that, Sarah, there's always what I tell women. I've become single, I've overcome the denial. So here I have children. Like me, I have 3 girls and a son. That may be a biological. So girls, what ungetaka wasichana wako wakuwe nani? Jipeleke mkutano. So ukiangalia uone what you want your girls to be, even without their presence, umejipeleka wewe mwenyewe. Start being that woman. Because watalana na wewe, watasoma na wewe, na utakujua hata huyu nikitaka kuwe lawyer, it is not possible. Because masomo yake iko chini sana, haelewi masomo. Huyu nikitaka asisome, like me, I have that girl, she doesn't understand much masomo, lakini anapenda kusoma sana, and she would like to be a model. I help her on that. So when I'm nurturing her, and naona that responsible mother who is wishing me well. Na ninaambia single mothers, hata watoto wako wanaweza kuwa better than those that are married with men, with money. Just because of what wewe mwenyewe umejiweka. Be a principled woman. Na nimesema where no a prize, let it be no. Most of all, make your children your best friends.
That's right. Oh yes.
And I can repeat that.
Yes, please.
Make your children your best friends.
That's right.
I always tell my children, it is not mom and daughter and son manenos. It is friends. Lakini wakati mkimisbehave, their moms, the disciplinarian, kicking. Because you need to fit all those areas. Remember, being a mother, you are the doctor. Tunakwambia, mom naumwa. You need to know what to do because amekuangalia juu.
That's right.
Mom nimefukuziwa school fees. You need to know what to do. Mom, I'm hungry. You need to be everything in that house. So know how to switch. Kuna wakati watoto wanakuita na kwambia mama nataka to dance. What will you do? You dance. You say mimi ni mama yenu. No. Go down. Dance with them. There's that saying they want you to draw or do something. Mama nataka tushikanishe hii. Go down, shikanisha. There's that time wame misbehave. Chukua hiyo kiboko na waambie it's biblical. Wekelea. Na usiwache watoto wako mpaka marafiki yenye wanatembea na wao. Especially being a single mom, utatekiwa advantage. Kwa sababu watakwambia nimeenda kwa rafiki fulani kuchukua kitabu. And because there is no dad mwenye anakutana na yeye na hapo akienda ataenda tu na kuacha kijua simu acha mama akifua. So like 3 hours mama atakuwa akifua. No, don't pay watoto that freedom, Sarah.
That's right. I know, I've actually learned the hard way.
Yes. Don't be that woman mwenye anapea watoto freedom, you can tembea any. No. Wacha tuende na mom nimeenda and I want to know where. Is it a must? Is it a must penye umeenda?
That's right.
The other thing, Sarah, wanajipea shughuli. Wako very busy because inafika kuna age hawataki kwenda church.
Oh yes, that's right.
I'm always mbele nikienda kanisa, but ninawaambiaga I'm not there to tell you to go to church. But the moment nikilala mlichelewa ama hamkwenda church, expect viboko. Because hapo ndio pametufikisha hapa. Just because tumekuwa friends to God, they are meant to take this far. So be that woman mwenye anaweza change to this.
Yes.
Unaweza kuwa daktari, unaweza kuwa mwalimu, unaweza kuwa dancer. Go and joke with your children.
That's right.
Go and jump with your children. Laugh with them. Tembea kwangu. Marafiki wanasema the only place mpaka watoto wa jirani wanajifundishia kudance, kucheka, kuongea funny, it's in my house. Because I love that. When you put your children karibu, hata wakati anapitia hali ngumu atakwambia, let them be your best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That is so true.
Sure.
Kabisa, I agree with what you're saying about, of course, being friends with them. That is paramount. Now, of course, pia hiyo story ya kuweza sasa kubalance. Where now you'll be able to tell them off, correct them, and show them the way. And you've mentioned hiyo kitu ya church. By then, this is not just for single mothers.
Sure. It's
for everybody. Watoto, because watoto ni wale. So ni kweli wanafika hiyo place. Mimi, by the way, hata mimi nilikuwa hivyo. Mimi, we've come face off with my son like this. Anasema, no, I'm not going to church. And I'm like, no, this is my house. You're under my roof. As long as uko hapa, tunaenda sisi wote. If you're not, step out, nifunge mlango, but sisi wote tunatoka. And what I have seen with that, once you're able to assert yourself like that, God gives you the grace. The fear of God inaingia kwa hati yake. Huyu mtoto hata endelea tu kukua hivi roho ngumu. Because you want to honor God. God will also honor you. Na because ni anaweza kushika hati ya mtoto. Na anaidirect vile anataka. But when you're afraid, when you don't take your position and you assert your authority, then huyo mtoto tu atapotea ukimwangalia. Don't be afraid. God is for you and is on your side. So my dear,
the other thing,
yes,
make your children responsible. Usiwafanyie kila kitu.
Yes.
At just because you're single, you want to justify yourself.
Oh yeah.
Ninaweza wafanyia ni mimi niliiti makosa yangu.
Mimi ni kwa sasa dawa.
No. Sometimes relax na wekelea mguju. Na waambie
it's like you're punishing yourself.
Yes. Don't. Relax. Tell them leo ni nyinyi nakula. So mwingie, si mko na pesa, ingieni jikoni. Mwende soko, mwingie jikoni, Kenya mtaleta ndio nitakula. Inafika kama mahali unakuta watoto wa single mothers. Sababu mama anataka kuwarudisha, you know, she's like pitting herself. Na ni kama anataka kuona kama alikosea wale watoto, kuwaletea irresponsible dad mwenye aliwaachanisha. So unakuta you want to do everything. Mpaka mtoto wako class 8 wewe ndio unamfulia, wewe ndio uko jikoni. Yaani unachelewa kila mahali ukikimbia. Ati hata huwezi kula kitu kizuri. Sara uko nje.
Una sacrifice.
You want to no. Relax. Waachie.
Take care of yourself too.
Take care of yourself and be yourself.
Yes.
It happened and it can't be reversed.
That's right.
So leave the children to do what they're supposed to do while playing your part. Kama sahi I'm here. Will they wait for me to cook for them lunch? They need to be responsible. Then you're not there to wake up in the morning and tell them, make the house. No. Let them be responsible. Na wajue, when you are growing, unawalea, uliwaonyesha venye nyumba inakaaga. So imefika mahali sasa hii ni ya macho. They just to see your kitambaa imeanguka, need to make it. Hiyo nyumba ni chafu, you need to wash it. Make your children responsible. Ndio mzazi hugonjeka. Remember you are one family. Ukigonjeka leo ulazwe. Will you go with your children in hospital? Yeah, so that's the other thing.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow, this has been such a great talk. I don't know what you want to leave, what are going to be your Parting shots.
Single mothers, we are human as any other,
Mm.
and we are normal. It's only that we passed through hard life that taught us in a hard way.
Yeah.
Please love us back just the way we are. When we learn to you in the family, please accept us just the way we are. We necessarily don't need the inheritance. We just need that love and be mentored, that we may have our own and at least raise our children in joy and happiness. In church, please, we need to serve God. We also love God, and we also have talents and gifts in us. Please accept us just the way we are. In the community, we can't snatch every husband. We can't go with every boy. Please, we also respect ourselves. Na ikioza moja haijaoza zote. So please judge me in my own way.
Yes.
Na mwingine na njia zake. When it comes to workplace, note my potential and encourage me. Promote me. Take me to new level for the sake of my children.
That's right.
Not because I need to entertain you ndio nipate hiyo. No. Get my potential, note my potential, and take me places, and you'll be blessed. That's where we are there to hold hand to each other. So Sarah, hold my hand, I hold yours.
That's right.
Don't mind if I'm single or not, but just note what I can do best and take me places.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. There you have
Welcome.
it, guys. I could not have put it any better.
Sure.
We thank you for your time, Susan. Asante sana.
Thank
Na
you.
karibu tena, because you're passionate about boys. Next time maybe we can talk about boy child.
Yeah.
So that is it for now. Until next time, this has been Crystal Clear Talk. Bye for now. Bye bye. God.